I'm Doug and I drive for Xpress and I've lost 32 pounds. Before I got into trucking, I was a service administrator for a fire protection company, and also on the side I did some security for a nightclub. When I first came out, I didn't have anything, as far as on the truck, as far as refrigerator, microwave, or anything like that. So I pretty much, wherever I stopped for the night or wherever I could grab a bite to eat, that's what I ate. It was whatever was available to me. So whether it was good or not, I needed to eat. So that's, pretty much that's what I did. I started gaining weight immediately. I mean, I noticed it right away just for sitting for long periods of time and eating on it. And then once I ate, I laid down on it. So all those factors and combined, not getting any exercise, the weight started to pack on. Once I enrolled and got into the program and everything, I got a call from Lindor just kind of, introducing themselves and letting me know how the program was going to work. I received my kit with all of my protein snacks and all of the information and books and things that they gave me to help me throughout the program. I read through, they told me to start reading through the books, and I started reading through the books, and I started following their plan as far as going through the protein days. And once I completed the protein days, I went right into the weight loss portion of the program, and they had it outlined in the information that they sent you step by step. So it was pretty easy to get on board with it. My coach Melanie, since the beginning, she's been great. From the first call, she called me, introduced herself, told me what to expect in the program, and if I had any questions, she left me her email address that I can call her anytime with any questions. She calls me every week at the same time, and she pretty much calls and asks me how I'm doing and if I have any questions. And most of the time, at least through this program, I had good news. She was just tickled to hear about my progress in the program. She was really great. When I first started the program, I initially weighed 321 pounds. My first phone call consisted of, her preparing me to go through the program. So I went through, I did my prep day, which was my last opportunity to get out, to have something that I really wanted to have before going into the protein phase of the program. The first 3 protein days, they were, pretty, they were all right. I had to, stick to pretty much eating protein, and, I couldn't eat that much, so it was, first 3 days were challenging at first, but I got through them, got my body into ketosis, and I went on to the menu plan from there. My second week into the program, I hopped on the scale just to, because I knew my coach would be calling me, and I wanted to have my current weight in, and I hopped on the scale, it said 305, and I couldn't believe it, so I hopped off and I hopped back on, it said 305, I hopped off, and I hopped back on and it said 305, and I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. So shortly afterwards, my coach Melanie called, and she said, so how you doing this week? Do you have a weekly weigh-in like she always does? And I'm like, Melanie, you would not believe it. She was like, what? And I was like, I am 305, and that's only after 2 weeks. And she was just, she really felt, she really, was involved in it. She was really excited for me. It was just amazing feeling. Whenever I called her and I had good news, she was more excited than I was. She was just really excited. She explained to me how she would share that with her coworkers. She told me how it was such an inspiration. I mean, her calling me each week and just edging me on, and just being really supportive and everything meant a lot, to me, and it was a big help throughout the program. The discipline it takes to be in a program, first thing I did was I took all of the bad things off of my truck, all the snacks that I like to snack on and the goodies, and I tried to stay away from the truck stops except for fueling and stuff, so at night I would stop at rest areas, and I just pretty much stuck to the same thing. So I pre-cooked a lot of my food, like a lot of the chicken breast that I ate and salmon and things like that. I would pre-cook it while I was at home, and that way I threw it in my refrigerator in the truck and I was able to just heat it up. And I pretty much stuck to what worked, you know, just kept it nice and basic. I get out on the road and I'm starting to lose a significant amount of weight at this time. So my clothes are getting baggy and, you know, you know, they're just hanging off of me, you know, some of the things that I had because, you know, I was a pretty big guy. So, you know, some of the stuff I had wasn't fitting me right anymore. So I went home for my birthday weekend and my mom was like, you know, for your birthday, I want to take you shopping. So I was like, okay, let's go shopping. So I went to one of the normal stores that I normally go shopping with. And I said, you know, I'm going to try to get, you know, a couple of waist sizes down, you know, to see how it might fit. But I looked over there and they had some really nice clothing that I was interested in, but the waist size wasn't my size. So my mom was like, oh, you know, just go and try it on. You know, you never know. So I grabbed, you know, a pair of the jeans that I liked and I was like, let me go try them on. I went in the dressing room and put these pants on, and not only did they fit me perfectly. It was amazing. So at that point, I went back out and I picked up every pair of jeans that I liked in that size, and I went on there and tried every single pair and they fit me perfectly, which was 6 sizes smaller than what I started out at. So that was an amazing experience in itself.
6 sizes?
6 sizes. I started out at a 48 waist for my pants and these were 42. 10 weeks ago, when before I started the program, I didn't care. I kind of like accepted the fact that I was going to be a big guy for the rest of my life. It was no way I was going to be able to get this weight off. I got accepted into the program, which is one of the prime moments of my life. I got accepted into the program and I made it work. And the weight started falling off. I mean, it's just amazing seeing family and friends that I haven't seen in a while. And them looking at me like, wow, you know, you look great. Like you really lost weight, and putting on my new clothes and just feeling good about myself. It's no words to describe how it makes me feel. It's been a complete lifestyle change and it just makes me want to continue doing what I'm doing. I mean, I feel great. You know, I would have, you know, aches and pains, you know, in my back and knees. And even though I just lost 32 pounds, but that makes a difference. Like I don't have the pains like I used to. You know, it's just been a total great experience for me. I'm sleeping better. You know, normally I would just, you know, stop for the day and just grab something to eat and get out in the bunk. But now I'll stop for the day, I'll get out and I'll start walking. And, you know, I'll set myself, you know, a goal. I'll be like, okay, I'll walk for an hour, you know. And then some days it's just nicer out and I'll just start walking further and further. I'll get out in the truck stop or wherever I'm at, the rest areas, and I'll just walk. That's nothing that I've never done before. And now I love walking. Like it's just part of my life now. If I can do it, you can do it. I mean, I was the same way. I was like, there's no way I'll be able to, you know, eat healthy out here on the road. It's no way that I'm gonna be able to exercise while I'm out here. And I made it happen. I mean, I went and I got the healthy foods together, which isn't hard. You know, chicken breast, salmon, you know, broccoli, things of that nature, salads. You know, that's things that I can put in my truck or even pick up somewhere. And, you know, just to be able to exercise, to walk around your truck, you know, for some time at the end of your day, take an hour and just to walk around your truck. I mean, that's what I did. And look at the results. I lost 32 pounds in 10 weeks just by doing that. Biggest struggles are when I go to a place, say for a truck stop, and they have a Chester fried chicken. And I walk in there, before you even walk in there, it just hits you from the parking lot. Or when I'm driving and I pass a place and that smell just triggers you. You know, that's one of the hardest struggles, to go into that place and to just have to walk by it and not stop and to get something. I mean, that faced me a lot going out for my birthday. You know, instead of going to my favorite restaurants, I went somewhere where I knew I could get something healthy. You know, it's all, you know, what you make of it. And I was determined to, succeed in the program, and I just stick to it. I stuck to it. It's made my job doing easier. Now, I can stop where I want to stop because I already have, things in my truck to eat, and it's just, I feel better while I'm driving. It's just been a total, lifestyle change for me.